Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2021 Georgia High School Flag Football Playoffs presentation. Today, we're going to look at a couple of administrative topics, a couple of rules, but primarily focus on the four-person mechanics of flag football. We can see the playoff dates. A note, the first and second round we played on the same date at the same school. Third round, December 2nd. Semifinals hosted at the Home Depot backyard at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and the state championships at Center Park Stadium. Similar to last year, we'll work a four-person crew in the playoffs. We ask that you arrive 45 minutes prior to game time. We do ask the referee to contact the host school as soon as possible once you get your game assignment to confirm game time and location. And then, similar to the regular season, association should invoice the school. First rule we'll look at is screen blocking. If you need to pause this and read through this before you hit into playoffs, please do so. I'm not going to read the whole thing to us. I do ask that we consistently enforce screen blocking and illegal contact. We need to remove that from our game. It does add to other things that we don't want in the game of flag football. The second rule we'll look at is the timing under 1 minute of each half. Again, if you want to pause this, feel free to do so. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but it's very similar to the clock status for tackle football as far as when the clock stops and starts again. So please read through this. Make sure we're on the same page about under 1 minute. Again, that's our time to shine. That's when schools appreciate our hustle and our good work and good rules knowledge under 1 minute. Last rule we're going to look at. We've had overtime all year long. It's not going to change as we head into the postseason, so hopefully we're very familiar with this. We'll have a coin toss, similar to the opening coin toss of the game. We'll have the option of offense, defense, or direction, and the loser of the coin flip has the other option. Each team has one timeout per overtime period and do not carry over if they're not used. Both teams get the football at the 15-yard line going in. They can go for 1, 2, or 3. After the second overtime period, the scoring team must go for 2 points. And then once if the defense possesses the football, the ball is dead. So let's get into mechanics. And we're going to add the field judge to our crew. So now we'll have 4 on the field. Better areas of coverage. And the field judge's primary responsibility is that zone line to gain. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But nothing changes a whole lot for the referee and the line judge. We're going to help the back judge by adding the field judge here, so better coverage down the field. Pre-snap referee, nothing changes for you. You still are 7-7 from the deepest offensive back. You still have the play clock. You still announce what down it is in the line to gain. The only difference here for you is that you'll be communicating that you have the correct number on offense with the line judge. So line judge, referee, you're in charge of counting the offense. Line judge, same thing for you. Nothing changes. You're still opposite the referee on the line of scrimmage, on the sideline. You're in charge of the neutral zone, pre-snap. You'll also be counting, like I said a minute ago, you'll be counting the offense with the referee. Will be the only slight change from a 3-person to a 4-person for you. So the field judge, the new position. The field judge is opposite the line judge on the sideline. And we're going to start about 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Again, open up to where you can see the action of the ball. That 10-yard marker from the line of scrimmage is about where you need to be pretty consistently. We'll discuss line to gain in a second. Back judge, you're going to shift over slightly. Start approximately 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. You should be behind the deepest defensive back, wherever she may be. And we want you on the field as the back judge. So back judge about 15 yards from the sideline. So you'll be on the same side as the line judge, about 15 yards from that sideline, about 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. So there's that diagram again, the pictures, the illustrations of what we're looking at here. Referee, area coverage in the backfield, line judge has the line of scrimmage, and the back judge, field judge kind of divide and conquer receivers on their side of the ball. Referee, no changes in keys. From a 3-person to a 4-person crew, you still have the snap. Make sure the person receiving the snap's at least 2 yards behind the ball. We're going to be watching the blockers in the backfield during the play. Line judge on the line of scrimmage, same concept for you. You have the snapper and the blockers lined up in the immediate vicinity of the snapper, dominating that line of scrimmage. Field judge, you have all the receivers on your side of the ball, and then back judge, you have all the receivers on the line judge side of the ball on where you're lined up. All right, so the one big thing that the addition here with the addition of the field judge is that we have the line to gain will always be covered. Okay, so on 3rd and 4th down, it kind of changes a little bit compared to normal play, but we always need to have that line to gain, an official standing on it to where we can rule on either a 1st down or the forward progress to stop short. So line to gain has nothing to do with the referee. Your keys don't change here compared to a normal scrimmage play. The line judge, though, the ball is snapped 3 yards or less. So 3 yards or less from the line to gain, you have the line to gain as your primary responsibility as the play develops. So after the snap, hustle the line to gain. Do not leave the line to gain until we have the ball well beyond the line to gain or the ball becomes dead somewhere. You're primary responsible for the line to gain when the ball is snapped 3 yards or less. The field judge, you're responsible for the line to gain when that 3 to 14 range. Go ahead and start on the line to gain. So if we're snapping more than 3 yards but less than 14, go ahead and have your initial position on that line to gain. Same concept as the line judge ruling on 1st down or forward progress stopped of the line to gain. Back judge, again, you have nothing to do with the line to gain either, so your responsibilities don't change on this situation. Let's look at goal line coverages and try coverages. Referee, nothing changes for you. The initial position for the line judge will change a little bit based on what the ball is snapped. So if the ball is snapped at the 5 yards or less, then the line judge will move immediately to the goal line and rule on everything responsible for the goal line. Again, hold your position there until the play is over or we have a touchdown. You get the idea. Same concept as line to gain, about not leaving that line until the play is over or no longer threatened. Field judge, when the ball is snapped on or inside the 14-yard line, your initial position will be on the goal line. So again, it's very possible that we would have 2 officials here as a play develops. 2 officials could be on the goal line, and that's exactly what we want. Again, if the play goes towards the line judge and he had primary responsibility, the field judge would yield to the line judge on making that ruling. Back judge, again, when the ball is snapped on or inside the 14-yard line, you will start on the end line. The nice thing about having a back judge, and now we have 2 officials on the sidelines, the back judge can assist either the field judge or the line judge in the corner of the end zone with ruling on touchdowns. So let's make sure that we have good eye contact if we have a pass towards the corner of an end zone. Have good eye contact before we signal, and y'all communicate and get that call correct. Here's our diagram of the goal line tries attempts. You can see kind of the zone area coverage. Again, gets very compact, but we have 4 people down there for a reason. So that's going in. Going out, reverse goal line mechanics. That's when the ball is snapped at the 10-yard line or inside. And that's the line of demarcation for all of reverse goal line mechanics for 4-person mechanics. If the ball is snapped on or inside the 10-yard line, the referee will start on the end line. If the ball is snapped in that same spot on or inside the 10-yard line, the line judge will move to the goal line after the snap, ruling on everything to do with the goal line as far as safety or in the field of play. Back judge, field judge, nothing really different for you besides just understand that the line judge is leaving the line of scrimmage, and so your areas of coverage will need to be expanded a little bit to help out where the line judge might potentially be kind of stretches out a little bit more. So field judge, back judge kind of expand your zones here if we're snapping on or inside the 10-yard line. Reverse mechanics. Again, this is one of these interception plays, these punt return plays, where we kind of go the opposite direction. And so the field judge and back judge change responsibilities. So the back judge will trail the play as a referee normally would. Again, keeping all players in front of you. The back judge can pick up the ball spotters for the referee as we go back up the field. Referee, you're going to lead the play to the goal line. So usually the back judge is responsible for the goal line. The referee here in reverse mechanics, you'll be responsible for the goal line as we go back up the field. The line judge and field judge will flip responsibilities as well. So line judge, you should be ahead of the play and make sure you are observing blockers around and ahead of the runner. You're going to try to get to the goal line prior to the ball carrier as well. The field judge, you're responsible for the spot, the forward progress is You're responsible for ruling on the legality of backwards passes and all of the above that the line judge normally would be responsible for. Punt plays. Referee, your responsibilities don't change between a 3-person and 4-person. You're still going to ask the coach or the captain what the team wants to do as far as going forward on 4th down or punting on 4th down. We'll make sure you still say the down and line to gain and the decision that the team wants to do. Make that announcement for everybody to hear. Line judge, you're in the same spot. The field judge, you're approximately 5 yards in front of, ahead of the deepest receiver. Again, we're going into reverse mechanics. So field judge, you will have the end of the run here. Back judge, initial position will be behind the deepest receiver, about 8 yards wide, 3 or 4 yards behind. Somewhere get comfortable where you can see any kind of touching, muffing, all that kind of stuff. Get to a spot where you can officiate the play. Again, once the play goes up the field, back judge kind of stay back and monitor and clean up the play as the play progresses. You do not have the end of the run. That's the field judge. So here's our illustration. Kind of stretched out here with our zones. Referee, line judge, nothing changes a whole lot. Field judge, back judge. Again, the field judge should be in front of the receivers. And the back judge should be behind the deepest receivers. That's all I got for you this presentation. Congratulations on working the postseason for flag football this season. I do hope you have a good, safe journey through the postseason. I look forward to seeing you at Center Parc Stadium.